Welcome back to another episode of The Final Word, the number one Pacers podcast on the web. I'm your host, Rod.
And I'm your co-host, Preston. We have a great show lined up for you today. But before we get to that, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to The Final Word. Most importantly, hit that bell icon if you're watching on YouTube so you never miss a show. Plus, it would really help the production of the show.
Yes, it would help the production of the show, and this would also help the production of the show as well. This episode, again, is brought to you by TravelProX, TravelProX.com. Visit TravelProX for all your vacation destination planning. Visit TravelProX.com. Travel smarter, TravelProX. So, Preston, the Pacers have been cooking lately.
Yes,
They've been cooking with gas, cooking with charcoal, cooking with fire. So, the last couple games, to be quite honest. So, they beat Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Previously,
back to back.
Essentially back to back. And then they go ahead and they knock off from the in-season tournament in the quarterfinals, the Boston Celtics. So the Pacers, you guys got to watch out. If y'all don't believe in Tyrese Halliburton, maybe it's just because you don't know. I noticed some people don't give Pacers credit, don't give Tyrese credit because he is a Pacer. But I've said this before, if Tyrese was in the bigger market, if he was in the Miami market, or if he was in the New York market, or if he was in the LA market, people would understand who Tyrese Halliburton is and put him on the same caliber as a Jason Tatum, as a Brown, So unfortunately, we're just not in that market. So people are always doubting us. Even when we win a game, some people are like, well, it's not really about the Pacers won. It's really about what the Celtics did wrong. And the Celtics did this wrong. This is why the Pacers won. Like, people don't ever want to give Pacers credit.
Whenever people do that is when they don't watch the game. Yes, what happens. But people who actually watch the game and see how we move and see how we just completely shut them down, it's like, at that point, you're just delusional. You just don't want to believe it. But I mean, that's how things happen. Like, if you're in a higher market, then it's just going to come easier to you.
But the reason they don't believe it, honestly, is because we don't get talked about, which is why I love the fact that we're doing so good in this tournament. We are literally forcing commentators and forcing newscasters, broadcasters to have to talk about us because we're in the tournament and we're doing so well. I'm pretty sure we're the only team left in this tournament who has not lost one game. We are 5-0 right now in this tournament, going to the semifinals. So going to semifinals in Vegas, which is a huge deal. So excited about that. Wish I could go to Vegas with them. I wish I was going to Vegas with them. But it's a huge deal, and we're forcing people to talk about it. It's like TNT. Chuck said, hey, what did he say? He said, we haven't been talking about it. This is the closest he said, this is the closest we've ever been to talking about the Pacers. Because he knows that's what it is. But the thing about it is, it's not necessarily their fault. Because these are basketball guys. They understand who Tyrese Halliburton is. But basically, what they talk about is determined by, honestly, what makes money. And talking about the Indiana Pacers, unfortunately, does not make money. I did a search on Google as far as Google Trends, and I typed in Indiana Pacers, and the only place that cares about the Pacers, unfortunately, is Indiana. It's pretty bad, but if you type in Golden State Warriors or LA Lakers, multiple parts of the country care. So, but yeah, they forced them to be talked about, so, which is really great. Well, so Preston.
Yeah.
Miles Turner made a statement, and I mean, I don't know if you can remember this, or maybe you do, but he made the statement that it hadn't been that loud in there, in that arena, since he said 3 or 4 years, but it was actually probably like 4 or 5 years, because he's probably not thinking about it. He says it hasn't been that loud in that arena since Victor Oladipo was here. Yeah, and I have to be honest and say he's 100% correct. I mean, watching it on the TV, even though you'd be like, okay, yeah, you're watching on the TV, can you really tell the difference? Yeah, you can tell the difference. Yeah.
I mean, it was very noticeable, like, how the fans were just acting and stuff, and whenever they zoom in on fans, they jumping out of the seat, like, this dude had something on his head, I don't know, like, some type of Pacer gear or something, like, he just couldn't believe it, and, like, mouths open, shocked, and then, like, how filled the stands were and everything. It's like, you couldn't see a seat that wasn't filled, and it was packed, too. So,
Yeah, because it's the closest thing we've had to a playoff series in years. And fans are just dying for a playoff series experience. Fans want to win something. Tyrese said, hey, I'm tired of being a loser, you know. And so he's wanting to win. You know, you could tell he was hungry for that win. His whole team was hungry for that win. The way excitement they had after that win. It's like they just literally, the excitement they had, I can't really imagine that being any different than them winning the actual, you know, NBA Cup. Like, I feel like that's going to be, if they win the NBA Cup, I feel like it's going to be that exact same level of excitement. And I can't see them being any more excited, you know, so.
yeah. They were extremely excited. They were extremely. It was just the way they shut them down and like how close it was at the end, and then how they just went off within like 1 minute. And then especially when they were getting them steals, and then how I like it. A lot of people might be like, "Oh, that's disrespectful," but like there was seconds on the clock, and Buddy Hield steals the ball. That was funny.
That was,
but and it looked like he was about to shoot it, but it looked like he was thinking about it. He's like, I'm not gonna shoot it, or like somebody's telling him. But that was so funny how he just stole the ball right in their face. He's like, nah, you ain't getting this. So we about to end with the ball in our hands. You're not even gonna like. It's like when they started shooting the free throws, I was like, dang. I was like, when they were when it was close and we would like start to go away with it, and the ball game was clearly over. But when like Jason Tatum would just go down and dunk it or something, and they would shoot free throws. I didn't like it because I like when it could like see more towards like the blowout side, or like 10-point lead or something. Like, I don't know how much we beat them by.
We beat them by 10.
Yeah, beat them by 10. Yeah, I liked it when it ended like that.
Because Buddy was like, nah, I'm going to get those 3 points back.
Yeah, he got the 3 points back, and then, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. And Nembhard did something similar too, like near the end of one of the games. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, I'm not a fan of that whole dribble the ball out and everything like that. I'm saying go get those points if you can get them. And I like how Buddy he made it seem like he wasn't going to shoot. He's like, oh, no, I'm not going to shoot. I'm just going to dribble. And then he shoots right at the buzzer and then gets the 3.
He got the points?
Yeah, he got the points.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they said they're going to review it and everything. They reviewed it. But I could tell he got the...
Oh, yeah, they did review it. And then yeah.
I could tell he got the ball off before the buzzer.
Yeah, he made it seem like he wasn't going to shoot. And then he's like...
So, yeah, I like that.
That's funny.
Makes me think of Lance Stevenson and stuff like that happens. So, but I like it, you know. Why not? Have some fun. You know, if there's still time on the clock, we can still play ball.
Yeah.
You know, some people say it's disrespectful. I don't say it's disrespectful. I say you're playing to win, and shoot, if you can get more points and add to your totals like Buddy's trying to do and anything like that, why not?
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up just because we got more to bring to you tomorrow. So we're going to try to get on this on a more regular basis. And we got a lot of excitement to talk about as far as the semifinals, the first semifinals we will have had in quite some time.
Yeah, we got lots to talk about tomorrow. So make sure y'all do not miss that podcast. Don't miss that podcast tomorrow. It's going to be a really good podcast, and we're going to have a lot of good stuff to talk about.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So,
banger.
There's a whole lot of excitement in Pacer Nation today, but we just had to go ahead and address this real quick because we couldn't let that go. You know, our life gets in front of us and it gets us busy sometimes, so we can't do this as much as possible. But we're going to make sure we definitely talk about these huge moments like this. So, we're going to definitely be tuning in, watching the Pacers go triumph in Las Vegas, have a good time, and hopefully bring back that NBA Cup.
Yeah.
So press
first NBA Cup. That'd be
the first NBA.
That'd be crazy.
It would be crazy. I think it's possible. I think they can do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these West Coast teams don't want none of the Pacers.
Unless we go against LeBron, and then we're gonna beat. I'm sorry, but I not believe in LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and the white guy.
I don't know.
I forget his name.
If we can beat the Boston Celtics, and if we can beat the Bucks, and we can beat Jimmy and the guys, I think we can beat anybody on the West who's still in the tournament, right?
But are they the greatest of all time? No. And nobody on our team can guard Anthony Davis, sadly. But we can still shut them down as a whole, but nobody can guard Anthony Davis.
So we'll see. So Preston, what's your final word?
My final word is cup. Because we're going to win that cup Hold on, let me think. I'm gonna try to come up. maybe like. Shoot, what do we call them? I don't know. Turn up.
Turnips. Preston likes turnips.
So that's not no. We need to turn up. But yeah.
All right.
That's my final word. So Dad, you know what time it is. What is your final word?
My final word is triple double, and I don't mean cheeseburgers. I don't mean triple double cheeseburgers. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow.
Oh yeah, tune in tomorrow. Definitely tune in tomorrow for that.
All right, guys. Well, it's been a wonderful time. Thank you for tuning in to us today. And you guys take it easy. Be blessed.
Hey guys, we hope you've enjoyed this podcast snippet. If you'd like to continue the conversation with Preston and I, just click on the next video. But always be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you'll be automatically notified each time we release a new episode. But until then, Martin says,
Hey!